Hey guys, today we're back with another suppressor review. And today on the channel, I'm going to be reviewing the AAC Ranger 7. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the Advanced Armament Ranger 7. This is a 30 cal duty rated can. So before we get into the actual suppressor review, I'd like to let you all know that Advanced Armament Company did send this to us today. It was free for us, but that being said, you all know that I always keep my honest opinion with everything from gun reviews, accessory reviews, and suppressor reviews. So with that known, let's go ahead and get into the review. So we'll start off. The Ranger 7, this is coming straight from AAC's website. The Ranger 7 is a new, focused, and built to endure. The new robust silencer from AAC is engineered with the toughest usage conditions with a serviceable front end cap, full auto capability, and included 1.375 to 24 mount. The versatile Ranger series is focused on reliable performance. So you have the removable front end cap, full auto rated, 24 decibel reduction in a 300 Winchester Magnum with a 26-inch bolt action, 30 decibel on a 20-inch Remington 700 using the M80 ammo. Your weight is 17.2 ounces. Your length is 6.75 inches with a direct thread mount. Diameter is 1.5 inches. Materials is 718 Inconel and 17-4H900 stainless steel. Finish is a high temp Cerakote in black. Your attachment is universal mount 1.375 by 24. And your reduction is 24 decibels with 300 Winchester Magnum and 30 decibels, like we talked about it a minute ago, with the 308 on a 20-inch Remington 700. So whenever I first looked into this can, I was really needing a can for, say, 300 Blackout. That's the main thing that we got into it, and the main thing that we really wanted to review this can for. Yes, I still do have 308s, battle rifle 308, 308 DMR, stuff like that. But what I was really looking forward, and what I think most of people will be looking forward with this can, is actually a 300 Blackout. So that being said, we did test it on mainly 300 Blackout with this review here. We had some really, really interesting information to share with you all on that. We did use a 7.75 inch LMT 300 Black, and we did use supersonic and subsonic. So with the subsonics, we had a really, really good time with them. To be honest with you, the only thing that you can hear in the video is the action. And if you can hear whenever I'm actually hitting the steel, which a lot of people don't like reviews that whenever you actually shoot and suppress, you're hitting steel, because it takes away from the actual normal sound of what it sounds like whenever you're not hitting anything. But at the same time, the way that audio is with cameras and everything else, it's hard to convey that over to the actual viewer, even if you're watching it with surround sound on a TV or with headphones on. So that being said, whenever we shoot steel, you can actually hear the steel versus in a normal video to where you can only hear the crack of the round and a little bit of the steel. So that's a good representation to me, and whenever I actually view suppressor videos, I hope they do shoot steel, that way that you can actually get a little bit better representation of how the actual can sounds to the ear without actually physically being there. So that being said, we did also shoot supersonic 300 Blackout with this today. The can done fine overall with either or, but to be honest with you, I was more impressed with how well the 300 Blackout supersonic sounded. Whenever we actually loaded up a mag, we didn't look at the mag whenever we was loading it up at one point being, and I was shooting it, and I actually thought we was shooting subsonics. The can sounded so good, and then whenever I went to the subsonic rounds with the next magazine, I could actually tell, yeah, never mind, we're shooting subs with this one. But the last one, I was like, wow, that's really impressive that a can sounds this good. Also, as well, something I found out with AAC's cans is that they're not a low back pressure can, but at the same time, they mimic them very, very easily, I guess you would say. I know it is a traditional baffle stack, and if you look at the baffles, they do look like a traditional baffle, but at the same time, we was not, experiencing severe blowback like I have with other cans that I've reviewed and other cans that I actually personally have, and that is something that's actually pretty interesting to me. Once again, as you can see here at the end, it's a closed up can. There's no flow through. It's nothing like a Hux Works or anything like that. But at the same time, we was not experiencing any severe blowback or whatever else. So that's something to keep in consideration, that you're getting a very good duty rated can. And also as well, even though they don't say it on their website, this one has done better than other 30 cal cans that I actually own. Whenever it comes to blowback, how much gas you're getting in your face, how much actual port pop you're getting, and it sounds really, really well, and the back pressure as well is a big selling point to me on this can. Like I said, they don't state that straight up on their website, but this is just a review from me to you all for the actual end user on this can here. So as you can see, the welds look absolutely perfect. Build quality on this thing is perfect as well. We do have a chemo adapter on it. So once again, the can is 17.2 ounces. You can't really tell that it's on the end of your gun, especially whenever you're shooting as short as a 300 blackout as we was today. That 7.75 inch LMT, it's a beast, and to be honest with you guys, it's probably one of my favorite guns I have, if not my favorite gun. So that being said though, with this right here on the end of that LMT, I couldn't ask for no better. We have we shot a pretty decent amount of supersonics through this thing, and you can see that it didn't bake the finish or anything like that. Finish held up perfectly. The teeth here, whenever you're attaching them, you can have them lock into the teeth here on the actual suppressor itself, and then on the teeth of the chemo adapter. As you can tell, it's actually held up really well, because we've attached and detached this chemo adapter a few times on here. Mainly because just taking it in and out of the range and doing direct thread or something else, this, that, and the other. But as you can tell, the finish on the actual teeth of this suppressor is held up very well itself, so I'm liking that. So you have your writing here in a really good place, that way that you can easily see it, and on top of that, you have this much space for the can to actually blow out of in case something actually happens to it. As you all know, if this serial number here on this gets messed up in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you actually have to get a whole new can due to the ATF. But that being said, that's why Advanced Armament likes to put their stuff as close to the front end where the can is the strongest, versus up here somewhere to where if something did blow out the side, you'd have to get a whole new can. So talking about the removable front end cap, the reason that they do the removable front end cap for is in case you do get a strike on just the front end cap. A lot of suppressors, if you do not actually gauge them with one of them metal tubes, they can have front end cap strikes, and that way you don't have to send your whole entire can back into AAC to get it fixed. All you have to do is buy this piece off their website. They'll send you the piece in the mail, and then you can reattach it yourself and you'll be back to work. So that's always good to know that they're thinking about the end user and the actual customer while designing these cans. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on this can here today is that if you're looking for a duty use 30 cal can, this one right here is hard to beat. That being said, whenever you're looking into consideration of decibel reduction, it is very high up on the decibel reduction board, if not superior to most 30 cal cans out on the market today. On top of that, another big thing nowadays is blowback, and this one right here, whenever it comes to how much gas was coming back to me and my face and everything else, it was pretty much little to none. We shot it pretty rapid fire today as well, and I was not noticing any gas coming back in my face. Our gun was not really that dirty, to be honest with you, and I'm just really blown away with how this is a more traditional type of baffling, but the can itself does a really good job and almost mimics a flow-through can. So guys, if you're interested in purchasing the Advanced Armament Ranger 7, I'll be leaving a link in the description below to their websites where you can swing by and check them out. And once again, a very special thank you to Advanced Armament for sending us this suppressor to review for you all today. Also as well, if you all would have any questions or anything like that, please leave it in the comment section below to get back to you as soon as possible. I always love whenever you comment, and also as well, whenever you comment, it helps the video be seen by multiple more people on YouTube because it helps the algorithm. So if you'd like to support the channel in that way, just leave a comment, tell us what you think about the can, or just stop by and say hello. Either one it goes, I enjoyed. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all viewing as always. Like and subscribe for more gun, suppressor, and accessory reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.